What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to the Welsh Way here with Aberystwyth Town. So let's jump straight into this because we've got a live com a bit later on. So league table, we still find ourselves sitting in second. We still find ourselves 4 points behind Bangor City. So everything is still to play for. I reckon it's a three-way title race now with us, TNS and Bangor City. Who's got the best chance of winning? I'd probably say us. You know, best defense in the league by quite a long way. Attack, third best in the league, you know, second best in the championship group because we won't be playing Port Talbot. Best goal difference in the league, second most wins, you know, one of the lowest draws and one of the lowest defeats. You know, we're doing very well in the league. We just need to get that little bit push more, and the fact is the gap actually increased. It's varied over a couple of games, you know, Bangor have dropped points, we've dropped a few points. Overall, we're pretty fortunate, I'd say, to still be 4 points behind them. But we really need to push on now. We've still got to play Bangor City, I think 2 more times actually. So yeah, definitely a lot of things to play for. So we're going to go into the fixtures and have a look. So last time you saw me, let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it was the Bala game. We won 5-1. I remember now. So following that, we beat Carmarthen 2-1. Pretty good game, you know, away from home. Carmarthen, bottom of the table. They're pretty much relegated as it is. So really, we went there knowing all we had to do was turn up and we'd win the game, and we did. Sean Evans and David Hislop picking up the 2 goals. It almost was cancelled out as Carmarthen tried to mount some sort of comeback very late on in the game, but in the end, they could do nothing more than to lose the game 2-1. So good easy 3 points. Then we faced Bangor City. This was disappointing. So we took the lead through Hislop. We didn't deserve the lead. Bangor City were all over us. Very fortunate to take the lead. That's when Herdman equalised later on. I thought, okay, you know, they deserved that. Bangor City in 1-1. You know, game on. You know, game pretty much starts again from this point onwards. And so the game went on. The game ticked on slowly. Tick, etc., etc., etc. We weren't really, you know, ever in control of the game. I'd say if we'd have won the game, we'd have been very, very lucky. But for the last 15 minutes, I decided, you know, a draw is good enough. A draw keeps us in the same points difference in Bangor City. You know, we're not, you know, going to lose any points, lose any ground on them. Okay, we're not going to gain any, but as long as we don't lose any, they're going to drop points elsewhere. So I was just about to change it. And I decided, you know what, no, I'm going to keep it the same. I don't want to go defensive because I think that's a little too negative, and we still want to try and win the game. Kept it going, and then just before they scored the goal, I was going to change to defense. I thought, you know what, I'll let this highlight, you know, run out. I have extended highlights on. I'll let this die out, and then I'll change it afterwards. They scored from that exact highlight, and that was a huge blow. To lose 2-1, you know, like I said, I was happy to take the draw in the last 15 minutes, and it really gutted that I couldn't, you know, walk away with a point. So Bangor City gained ground on us there. They dropped points later on, though, in the fixture list. So that helped us massively, you know, keep that 4 points gap. After that, we drew 1-1 to Kefin Druids. They took the lead. Really disappointed. Should have whooped them, you know, especially looking at how well we played. Poor mistakes from, you know, a few players in the team, which meant Sean Evans had to come along and save us and earn us a point. After that, we beat Port Talbot 1-0. Pretty bog standard game, as you'd expect, you know, against a team that aren't exactly doing too well. 1 goal was enough at the end of the day, so I can't really complain. I don't really mind if we don't win games 5-6-0, as long as we get the win. That is the main thing. Then we lost to Haverford West. Now, I find the newly promoted teams, we struggle a little against, you know, for some reason, whatever that is, we just struggle. So Haverford West should have beaten them on the day, performed well enough to beat them, apart from 2-3 players, you know. Pretty much our whole back 4 were to blame for this defeat, and it's really annoying to say that, considering we have the best defence in the league. Too many inconsistencies. Our ex-keeper Mike Lewis was in goal for them as well, really wanted to beat them. They took the lead, we equalised, they took the lead again, held out for the rest of the game. Very fortunate they were to walk away with any points in this game, let alone 3. So, hugely disappointed to lose that game, but lucky for us, Bangor had lost the game as well. They dropped points before, so we still managed to keep up with them. So, following that, we had the Welsh Cup 4th round. We beat that team 5-2, pretty easy game, you know, walked over them really. Despite the fact they looked like they had a little bit more, a little bit more dominance, we were never really in trouble, you know, every shot pretty much went in, and, you know, their defence was just appalling. So, easy game like I'd expect it to be. After that, in the first game of the Premier League Championship Conference, we drew against TNS. Not a bad result, you know, could have won the game again, but to me, TNS are still a tough team. They're up there in the promotion, for the title battle, not promotion battle. So, a 1-1 draw, at least nothing really changed too much. Like I say, Bangor City had dropped points yet again. You know, they drew their match. So, at least I weren't exactly losing ground on them. And in the latest game, we beat Bala 4-1. Pretty much embarrassed the title holders yet again. As Chris Venables, Pren, Humphreys, and Jones all come along and scored. Because sadly, our two main choice strikers picked up an injury. Where did they pick it up? I think they picked it up in the friendly, in this game. James O'Neill picked up an injury and Hislop picked up a light knock. They're both out for 3 weeks. I don't think they're back for this Lido game. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see where the goals come from. The thing I want to point out as well, we got Proth in the Welsh Cup quarter-final. Only 3 Welsh Premier League teams are in it, so we need to perform well against these teams who are in the non-leagues. But I know there is another division in the Welsh League. It's like the one below this. It's like the Supply League or the what's it? The name of it? It slips my mind. It's something like the Supply League or the the Promotion League, something like that. There is a league below this, but I reckon we have a really realistic chance of winning this cup as well, of the Welsh Premier League Cup, which will be before the final game of the season live com. So you get 2 live coms pretty much in quick succession there. So we're going to go into this game. Afin Lido at home. They're bottom of our championship conference. The team's going to be like this: Eddie Hislop, who is actually David Hislop's brother. I didn't realise this, I never chose to look at either of them, and I went on here for one time, I was just looking through, I was like, I need to check if they're related in any way, and actually they're brothers, so I think the fact I brought in one of the Hislops made the other Hislop join on the youth intake, and I was very fortunate there though, because they're 2 great players. So we're going to go out like this: Wilson in goal, Connolly right back, Sinnott, Hamilton, Davis, Noble, Bren, Morgan, Venables, Evans, Jones, and Hislop. So, apart from that, I don't really see too many changes. I kind of want to bring Hislop on. I am going to. And, yeah. So, let's do this. Big game. Afin Lido at home have caused us problem in the past. I think, however, this season, not as many problems. Was a few actually transfer news. We signed 2 coaches. I'll show you the training layout after the match if I can remember. Nothing really too important going on there. But yeah, I've signed 2 coaches, so our training has improved drastically. That was a pretty stern team talk, but I expect to win, I do. So yeah, we've got some few new coaches in. I loaned out a couple of players to our feeder clubs. So our squad's pretty small currently, but I'd rather they go out on loans to our feeder clubs. And also, our backup right mid, Pritchard, who I think played a little last season or played a little this season. I don't actually remember. But he was my backup, right mid, this season. He has gone out on loan to Carmarthen. I mean, not the best team to go out on loan to. They're currently, dead bottom pretty much in the league. I think they're almost relegated, like confirmed officially. So, it's tragic for them. But he's gone out there. Hopefully he'll be getting first team football in the loan. They did say, he'd be a first team player. So, hopefully he can play there, get some first team experience in this division, and come back a better player next season. So no one else in the league is playing apart from us today, which means the league table won't be affected too much, but hopefully we can pile a little pressure on TNS and Bangor City to get results out of their games, and hopefully they will slip up and we will gain ground on this title race. Well, actually I don't really care about TNS right now, all that matters is Bangor City, but I would like TNS to drop points, make it a little bit easier on us as well, because pressure from behind is always a worrying thing, as Afin Lido are actually dominating us, which is quite annoying. A bit like the European playoff semi-final last season, where they dominated us all game and we fought back and managed to just nick a win. So, haven't really been paying too much attention to the game, but looking up in the corner too much. But as you see, 55% of the ball, Afin Lido, all of the shots going to them. We're yet to influence the game really in any way, shape or form. As they're on attack again, I couldn't actually see that guy's name. What's his name? Gracid, I think that was his name. Good to see no one's body language has really dropped. That means, we still have a chance in this game. Venables with a good set piece, and Hislop scores, but it's offside. Very good set piece. I think he hit the post, and then it bounced back out. Eddie Hislop was there, but sadly, he was in an offside position from the set piece and couldn't go in. It was a good chance there, though. Good to see that. Okay, we started pretty late, about half an hour to get us really started, but we looked dangerous when we created our chance there. Hopefully we can build up a chance here as Hislop tries finding Jones but can't. Mandy, we're going to try and fire it back towards them as quickly as possible as Pren is out wide. Beats one of his markers. Crosses it back to Venables on the volley. Oh my god, almost scored an absolute wonder goal. Very, very good shot as Venables will whip this one in. Sinner at the far post try heads it to Hamilton Davis and can't find his way to the player. So yeah, we're looking very, very dangerous when we go forward. 2 shots on target, both from Venables. So I guess the keeper saved the set piece. And, you know, almost scoring 2 there. The second shot was very audacious and very, very unlucky not to go in. You know, good save from the keeper. And we could cause a counter-attack here. It's what we're good for. It's what we're set up for. So hopefully, no, they've slowed it down. They've played it backwards. That was a bit foolish. We'll spread the play. We'll use our width. Pren, maybe try and cause problems for that left back. Looks like they're playing 5 in defence when we attack. As Eddie Hislop goes for a long, audacious shot, and it goes well wide. Sorry about that. But yeah, first shot off target. Hamilton Davis is not doing too well. There we go, that was a good team talk. Sorry I didn't really speak then, I was just thinking about contemplating, you know, what I wanted to say, what would be the right thing to say based on that performance, and it is, you know, we're not playing good enough. We are second in the table, let's go out there and show why we're second in the table. Alright, so Noble out wide on the left, hopefully we can create a goal from this. Connolly out on the right, plays it to Pren. Pren whips this one in to Mark Jones, hit the post. Apparently the keeper saved that onto the post. Amazing save. Really poor and wasted opportunity from Mark Jones. Still yet to sign down a new deal as well. I'm really contemplating whether he should get one, and I'm actually going to sub him off here for David Hislop. You know what? I know he's not match fit, but I'd rather see him come on, and we're going to take off Hamilton Davis and bring on Frank Home as well. So both of the Hislops up front, a brother attack. Hopefully, you know, they can link up well, having probably played in the past. As Eddie Hislop is there, and he fires it home. David Hislop heads it onto Eddie Hislop, who slots it home nicely. Great link-up play by the brothers. David Hislop over the top, drags out the defended. Eddie Hislop, calm and collected, slots it around the keeper. I don't know what the keeper's doing there in no man's land. In the end, he can only watch as the ball rolls past him as he's off balance to make the save. Very nice goal. 1-0, you know, it may sound silly, but I'm considering taking Hislop off. I don't know which one. They're both pretty tired. I think I'll take Eddie Hislop off and bring on Ewan Humphreys, and we'll swap these two around. But disappointed that Mark Jones couldn't have scored that goal earlier. It would have meant I wouldn't have to bring David Hislop on and risk him, you know, aggravating his injury a bit more, making him a little bit more tired. But it's the thing which we have to do to win games. But right now, Finlido trying to create an attack. Well over, and they're going to make a sub. I wonder what they'll do, whether they'll change the formation. Because they pretty much need to go for it right now if they want to pick up a point out of this game. And finding themselves rock bottom, they can still qualify for Europe, you know. It was sixth versus seventh, then seventh. The winner of that game faces third. You know, they can still qualify for Europe theoretically, but put them in a difficult situation. And they're not having as good as a year as last year. As Barry Morgan to Venables. Maybe try and find one of the strikers, try and get a second and make this very nice 2-0 lead to sit on for the last few minutes. As Evans whips this in, gets a corner, and Venables will take this. Let's see if he'll find... No, I couldn't find a green shirt. It's cleared away. And this could actually be a counter-attack for Afinlido. If they pass it with Passmore. Oh, good tackle. Great challenge. I mean, it was poor. It gave away a foul. I mean, it was terrible in terms of cleanness, but he did the right thing, bring him down and allow the team to get back. As we could maybe create a chance here. Humphreys back to Morgan. You know, we keep possession. You know, we build it up slowly. That's what we normally do. If we can't counter-attack, we'll build it. Ah, that's just poor. As I'm saying, we build it up slowly. He just goes, oh, I'll just punt it over to the wing and hope someone can, you know, somehow turn into Usain Bolt and win that ball. Evans. To Hislop. Out wide to Evans. Evans is brought down by Dix, but earns his team a corner, and Again, maybe we could get a second here as Venables. Franco! Oh, just wide. It's actually turned wide by Jarman, almost knocking it past his own keeper. Venables with the same side corner. With this one in, finds Humphreys and unlucky, tries dragging it to the far post with his head and can't get it between the sticks. Humphreys does very, very well to keep the ball in there. Finds Pren. Whew, good header away from Thomas, but I'm sure his keeper would have had that. So, you know, maybe they want to call in the box or something. Questions being made about the keeper. I think there's actually a different keeper, is there? As Evans goes in, I actually want to see this. Pause. Affinlido team ratings. Yeah, there's been a different keeper in goal. Rogers must have picked up a knock or something, because this guy's come on for the last 2 minutes, which I can't actually get rid of this now. Yes. But yeah, that's quite weird. You make a substitute 2 minutes remaining in the game, unless you picked up a serious injury. But, that's quite strange from Affinlido. Maybe he's not match fit or something, but still. And this game has surely died out. The last highlight. There we go. That is it. We pick up 3 points today. 1-0 win against Affinlido. You know, they certainly expected expectations we have. Quite simply, the players didn't meet them. What? How can you say that? That's poor. Well done, lads. Good win. You know, well, maybe 1-0. You know, that may not be what we're expected to get against a team like Affinlido, but a win's a win. I don't care. If it's 1-0, I don't care if it's scrappy. We win. So that is it for now, guys. I was going to show you my training. So I ended up bringing in Matty Williams, who is a very good attacking and fitness coach, but he's going to be my fitness man. And we're bringing Michael Cooper, who is a defensive man, but he's got pretty decent, you know, like if he was just a defending coach, he would be a very good coach, but we need to spread it out. You know, we've got a limited amount of coaches here. So we got Tommy Canning, doing attacking and shooting, which is 2 stars out. I mean, he's alright, it's his best stats, so that's why he's there. We've got reserve manager Terry Sedge? Yeah, that sounds wrong. Yeah, I brought him in purely for his goalkeeping stats, so he's doing the goalkeeping coaching. We've got Matty Williams, like I say, doing now. I would like to bring him onto attacking, but you know, if I spread him out too much, there's no real point. I mean, I could do it like that and that, but I don't want to make it. I'd rather have a better fitness than someone doing slightly better shooting training or something like that. And then Michael Cooper, you know, pretty good there. And I want to quickly go over my transfers just because I wanted to make it clear. James Pritchard went out on the right. Something I forgot to mention actually. Christian Gale left on a free. He moaned he won't get first team football. He's not on a contract. Bye bye, matey. So Stefan Lewis, young right back who we brought in the youth intake, I think. Yeah, I think so. He's gone out, play on loan. He's not exactly doing great, so that's not ideal. Ryan Lewis, who maybe is related. No, they're not related. 16-year-old midfielder who came in with the youth take last season. I definitely know that. Doing a little bit better out on loan. And Robert Bullock, who would be playing in the first team if I didn't loan him out. He's gone out there and he's not doing too great yet to score a goal. So, but they're out on loan. They're playing first team football, so that's the main thing that matters. So that'll be it for now, guys. Next time I will see you back will be the Premier League Cup final against this team, Penny Bunt. I don't really know how to say that. Feel free to correct me. But remember, you will be a few episodes behind, as most of these are pre-recorded. So, yeah, it'll either be the Premier League Cup final, or maybe even the Welsh Cup final. It depends what comes first. It may even be Ryle. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever happens. Basically, I'll be back for the final of the Cup or the final game of the season. So, whichever comes first. Until then, peace out.